Welcome. Today I am here again in my kitchen and I'm going to be doing some fruit cake. I'm going to be making a Jamaican fruit cake, black cake, and I'm going to be making a sorrel cake. So I just want you to just stick around and watch me as I do my cakes. Now, over here, I have some sorrel that I steam and blend. Take a look at it. I'm also going to show you a video of how I was steaming my sorrel, right? So you will see that in this video because I'm going to post it how I did this video here. Marlon wasn't here when I was making this sorrel here, steaming it up and fixing it. So I'm going to show it to you what I did. So this is a sorrel, pure sorrel, with some wine, a little wine, and just a little bit of rum. Because remember, it's not a rum cake. It's a sorrel cake. Hold this for me, honey. I'm like stewing my sorrel. Put sugar in there, some nutmeg, a little nutmeg, some cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of rose water with almond. So then now this here, I am stewing it up. This is some fresh sorrel that I get. Just bought it, just went to the supermarket and buck up into it. So I am stewing it up. And then as soon as I stew it down and it cooked down a little bit, I am going to blend it up and mix it with some of my fruits. That's how I do mine. Ooh la la. You could have just eat this as it is. I'm going to put a little wine in here. I'm going to put a cup of red label wine. Right, see it? 1 cup of red label wine. And I'm going to put it in with it. I won't be putting any rum on this now until when I am going to bake the cake, because I have rum in my fruits. I'm going to mix the fruits with this too, but that is to show you after this is stewed in and cool out when I blend it out. Smell the wine. Nice. cover it down now for a little while and let it it's steaming a little bit. Hold this on me, honey. I'm like stewing my sorrel.
AuntyPaulineYaadtoAbroad.
Put sugar in there, some nutmeg, a little nutmeg, some cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of rose water with almond. So then now this here, I am stewing it up. This is some fresh sorrel that I get. Just bought it, just went to the supermarket and buck up into it. So I am stewing it up. And then as soon as I stew it down and it cooked down a little bit, I am going to blend it up and mix it with some of my fruits. That's how I do mine. Ooh la la. You could have just eat this as it is. Let me put a little wine in here. I'm going to put so here it is. See how smooth it is? Look here. And I get to find out something too, that you can use this on a sandwich like the preservative or a marmalade. It is delicious. Just watch me what I do. Hold this on me, honey. I'm like stewing my sorrel. Put sugar in there, some nutmeg, a little nutmeg, some cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of rose water with almond. So then now this here, I am stewing it up. This is some fresh sorrel that I get. Just bought it, just went to the supermarket and buck up into it. So I am stewing it up. And then as soon as I stew it down and it cooked down a little bit, I am going to blend it up and mix it with some of my fruits. That's how I do mine. Ooh la la. You could have just eat this as it is. I'm going to put a little wine in here. I'm going to put a cup of red label wine. Right, see it? 1 cup of red label wine. And I'm going to put it in with it. I won't be putting any rum on this now until when I am going to bake the cake, because I have rum in my fruits. I'm going to mix the fruits with this too, but that is to show you after this is stewed in and cool out when I blend it out. Smell the wine. Nice. So I'm going to cover it down now for a little while and let it it's steaming a little bit. This is here is my fruits that I have in soak. You smell that, Marlon? Yep. And this, my friends and my family, this is a 5-year fruit soak right here. See it here? All the fruits soaked, and I blend it up and put it into this container here. I had them in 2 bottles, but I just put the 2 bottles together and just make 1 container for the fridge. I keep my own in the refrigerator. I don't keep it outside. So there it is. Here I have 3 cups of flour. It's just like a little bit and a toops more than a pound. And I have 1 pound of dark sugar here. Right, that is like 2 cups. I have 4 sticks of butter that I am going to be doing. I have some, mixed spice. I have some browning. I have some nutmeg, fresh grated nutmeg, but I put it in the bottle. Here is salt. I have some vanilla. Here, I have rose water. I have rose water and almond. I have cinnamon powder here. 2 bottles of cinnamon powder. 1 bottle of white rum. And a bottle of Wincarnis wine. I have my 3 sticks of butter here. I am going to be using a hand mix. I can't bother to take out my mixer. I have one. Okay, I'm going to be using my hand mix. So this is it. Okay. I have to move over here now to do this. But I won't be doing all the way through with this here. Loosen up the butter a little bit. Okay, 1 minute. Going to do the sugar. Put the sugar in there. I have 8 eggs here. Ooh, come on, egg. Just whisking up the eggs first before I pour it in there. I don't want to put them in them, say, do it one at a time. Well, I may look a strength of that come out, but it's all right. All right, so let me continue to beat my sugar a little bit more, and then I can come over here with this. Still doing my sugar and butter there. Still creaming my butter and my sugar, because you know that have to cream nicely. And then now we're going to add our eggs to it. Okay. I'm going to pour in a little at a time. A little more. A little more again. I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of baking powder in here. This is 1. 2. 3. 4 teaspoons. I'm going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon powder in here. This is 1 teaspoon, not quite. But I'm going to use a little from this one and just finish it up. Here. Going to do this is fresh nutmeg. See it? And we're going to put a fresh teaspoon of nutmeg in there. And you know, the allspice have everything in there. The mixed spice. So we're just going to put a teaspoon of mixed spice. So there it is. And, oh, sorry, all these used already. And we're going to put a teaspoon of salt in there. See it? A teaspoon of salt. Hi. Yes, we're going to sieve all of this together. All them spices together. All right, so what we got here, and I think this is from some of the nutmeg. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here, and we're going to pour this in here, so I don't have to into this bowl here. So I can turn that over into this. And remember, my friends, I have never done this before, like trying to make the fruit cake with the sorrel cake without doing it in two separate batch. So this here, I am trying to do it this way, so I don't have to go and mix another batch to do a sorrel cake. So just watch me now, and I'm going to pour this in here. Oh, okay. This is for the wet liquid. So we're going to put 1 teaspoon of almond with rose water. When we go along, if we feel it need a little jazzing up, and I might have to weigh this out too, you know, to see what I'm going to do with the other one. Vanilla, two teaspoons of it. Can even use 3 teaspoons of it. Remember, a little rose water is in this almond here, but I am still going to use a little touch of just the plain rose water itself. I am not going to put the browning in here right at this minute. A teaspoon of that. Not yet. Going to mix this together here. I would want, honey, give me 2. We have another small cup like this. Let me see how much liquid I have here. I'm just mixing up the wet liquid into this, so it can mix in nicely. Oh. Right, let me taste this liquid here. I guess the fruits then will have to play that part with it. All right, we separate the mixture of the egg and the butter into 2 portions, and we separate the flour into 2 portions. So what I am going to do now, I am going to pour this. I am going to pour this back into here. See that? And I'm going to mix my fruits into it now. So this is flour on the cup, so it doesn't really matter. Push this over for me. So I am going to put in about 3 to 4 cups of fruits in this. 1, this is 1 cup. This is 2 cups. And if we want more fruits, we add it to it. And this is 3 cups of fruit right here. So here is what we're going to do now. See it? Yeah, the aroma is so nice with this. And now we get to put in our browning into the brown cake. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. We're going to look at the color of it to see how dark it is, and see if we need more browning in there. So just do it slowly like how you see I do it here. Because some people like black cake. I don't like the black cake. And then now when it bakes, it's going to get a little bit darker. Honey, how you feel? You think this dark enough? Eh? You think this dark enough? Yeah, I don't think it wants to be any more darker than this. Okay? Mixing in the browning back. Hold on, let me go ahead and taste my thing if it having enough things in there. Nice. Okay, this is it. I'm going to mix in my flour now. Oh, I might need a little more browning. Because you know why? When my flour, I put 3 teaspoons of browning in there. I'm going to add another 1 because you know why? The flour. It is dark. I'm going to put another teaspoon of browning in there for the simple reason why the flour don't go in there as yet. So then when the flour goes in there, then it's going to be a little bit lighter. Nice, oh boy, smell nicey. Oh, I still going to add some more fruits to it, you know. But let me put in my flour first. Okay, come over here and watch me fold my flour in there. Man, it smells nice. Could I just eat it so? See, this is what you do now. You fold in your flour. Nice. You can never have too much fruits. Nice. Give me a little more fruits, honey. I'm going to add another cup of fruit in there. Or, yes, me measure. Since me measuring. Another cup of fruit. Nice. So here it is, my word. Nice. It smells so nice. Oh, smells so good. I'm going to add a little wine in there. So I have a little wine over here in this bottle here. So I will just watch the measurement, friends and family. Watch the measurement. Hi, I need another. I need to open that bottle for me, honey. This is a, yeah, because I don't want it too tight. This is a half a cup of wine. Come around here. Hope it can come to me. All right. Okay. That is a half a cup of wine. Wow. Oh, my word. Merciful. Smells so good. See, nice. My baking tin now. Give me my baking tin, honey. All right, so my pan is already greased and put a piece of paper down in there. See it here? I should. Give me the one of the little small pan, honey. No, give me the other one. Come, put it on this side, please. Hold this for me. This one is a little light one, so this will be before the other one. Okay, now we're moving on to the sorrel cake. So this is what I had to do. Measure out the thing there. Oh, give me a piece of paper, please. A piece of paper. All right. You will notice I have a little, I still using the blender here. It has some fruits on it because I am still going to use a little fruit in this. But I'm just going to jazz this up a little bit more to give it a little. Okay. Now, now I am going to be putting in my sorrel here. So we will measure it. Let you see. So here it is. Remember, I had measured it, the butter itself, the sugar, and the butter, that it was like 2.5 cup of each cups of the sugar and the butter mixed together. So here it is now. We have 1 cup of sorrel here. We're going to, this is 1 cup of sorrel here that I blended out. So I'm going to put it in here. Come on. There is no preservative into this. No coloring. No, no. This is about 2 cups of it, I would say. The sorrel itself, that blend out. Remember, we don't want a fruit cake. It's a sorrel cake we're looking. But we're going to add a little fruit in there too. And the sorrel is not sweet. We're looking is a little bit of tang, because you know the sorrel itself is a kind of a tangy drink. But okay, this is 2 cups of it. Okay, let me see how this look now with this in there. You see it? There is no coloring. Oh my word. Oh my word. I am wondering if I should have put any fruits in there. But we definitely have to put some fruits in there. So I'm going to measure a cup of fruit in here. One cup of fruit. We're not putting any browning in here now, my friends. No browning. And we're going to, come give me that. We're going to put an extra cup of sorrel in there. Oh my word. See it here? An extra cup of sorrel. You see it? All right. All right. There it is. Mixing in this now. Right. Let me mix this in first. Okay, so we're going to mix our flour in now. Slowly. You can see how many sorrel I put in there and how it look. Going to put in another cup of fruits in there. Sorrel fruit cake. All right. Okay, adding a extra cup of fruits to this. And some more sorrel. And open that bottle of a wine for me. My word. This is going to be a lovely cake. This one here. My word. Wow. Nice. Give me a cup of wine, honey. Or maybe not even a cup. Let me measure it. This is a half a cup. Half a cup of wine. Come on. This one a lot more than the other one, not true? Eh? But you know why? It's a sorrel. Lots of sorrel. Oh boy. Pretty. And it smells so nice. Want another cup of wine. Well, the only rum that come into this, you know, friends, is the rum that soak into the fruits. Good. It might look a little messy, you know, but trust me, it's going to taste delicious. Okay, we're going to pour this in the pan now. Look at the coloring of it. Look how pretty this is. See how nice that is? Come, honey. Hold on a little. Come. Put in some of the extra sorrel on top. Give it that nice coloring too on top. Pretty. See, I did a little over here, so too. All right, put. Good. Go wash off my hand. Okay, I'm going to put in my cake now in the oven. I have it at 350 degree. Yes, let it go in at 350 and then in a little while I'm going to turn it down to 300. Give it for about an hour in there like that. Let's take a look if that hold good in there for me. Honey. I am going to test the cake. Nice. No. Nice. Let these two stay about another 5 minutes. Okay, the other two cake in there, I'm going to let it stay for a little while longer because I had to put the smaller one on top of the other one for a little while because the oven was not closing tight. So I will let that stay in there for a few minutes, right? And then I'm going to wet this down with some rum and wine. This is my little cake, my sampling cake. So it don't cool all the way, you know. But Mr. Craven Marlon want it to cut. Oh, I'm glad me never make it no bit darker either. Oh. True. Oh, yes. Sample. Only that move, Marlon. Only that is thin. And the pan never full up. But look here. Look how nice and moist it is. Look there. Watch Craven Pops. See that? Hi. Nice. Yeah. Hello, my friends and family. This is the ending of this video. And I must tell you that I am very happy in how the cake turned out. It's not too soft. It's not too cakey. It's just a nice Christmas pudding. Only that it's on the thin side because this was my trial cake, my sample cake. But if you notice, we have the 3 bigger ones over there, right? So we're going to wait until them cool down, and then tomorrow we will let you see those cake. And I want to dedicate this cake here to Miss Donna, right? So, and then we will have one for herself here at home. So Miss Donna, this is for you. This, and just turn it up so you can see a piece of it on the side here. Say it's nice and moist. Nice and moist. Honey, like I said, is my sample cake. It's a small cake, so it's not thick, but it's delicious. The flavor and the taste is nice. This year we have some wine on it, so, and these pan carry a lot of heat, so these won't be ready until tomorrow when I cut them. Or not when I cut them, when I take them out of the pan and show it to you. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. This is 5 pounds of goat meat, ram goat meat. Cut into nice cut bonnet pepper.
When did you start cooking?
When I was a young girl. We are going on a hayride today. And I met her here last week, and we became friends since then.
AuntyPaulineYaadtoAbroad.